What's going on, guys? Welcome to day number 3 of the State Nitro Challenge here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the South Point Hotel and Casino. Well, we have 1 day of practice and we have qualifying day of Truggy and E-Buggy complete. And today is Nitro Buggy Day, but I just kind of wanted to show you how the track has evolved so far because it definitely has changed. So we'll go down that front straightaway. It's still easy, but you can kind of see there's a little bit of a darker area where the dust has been kind of moved out of the way, and the grip when it dries out a little bit is quite a bit higher here. You know, we're running super soft long wear is the primary compound that we're liking. Some people are running regular soft, but if you're running like super soft, sometimes it can be too grabby, a little tough. But you can see even this first jump, you can see a little bit of bumps into the face here that some guys are getting kicked on. Now they even fixed the track a little bit last night, but it's still, you'll still find some character as we go around it. So we got a nice landing here into this 180 back, and there's just little bumps here and there everywhere. We get down lower, you can kind of see it. But this line is pretty much turned into staying tight here, middle tight, because you don't want to hit this one. So, see that hole right there. So these things can kind of kick you and point you towards that. You don't want to hit this because it just launches you like 4 feet in the air, and you're way slower than being able to come outside wide here. So definitely want to stay wide there. Come around. Some people are going up to the bank. I'm staying tighter, as long as you're still able to make this triple. But this whole run up right here has got some undulations in it, and sometimes the car will kick and go out this way, or kick and come in. So it's just a matter of almost letting off the throttle, staying off of it to the last moment, gassing up the face so you can have a smooth run to be able to still clear this triple. Now here's a spot where some guys are just, it's a smooth section generally, but there's one little hole on the inside. And if you hit it just right, it's right there. If you hit that as you're turning, it kicks you, and a lot of people will flip up here, and I was one included. I flipped up there at the last lap of my Truggy run. So then you drop down here. This is all pretty straightforward, and then this is kind of like an option, depends what you're most comfortable with. You can stay here, actually jump the table, come out just a little bit wide, or even go halfway. It's not too bad. And the option here is if you're on this side and you jump it, you have a smoother arc towards this double. If you're on the inside, you kind of gotta re-square up a little bit. I found on the buggy, it's nice to stay inside for me, and I'm just holding really tight lines through all of this on the E-Buggy. So then this double, you can see they've really patched this. This actually had a pretty good kicker in it, but not as bad as the jump we're gonna come up to shortly. So we got this double into the S section, and this is actually one of the toughest spots. Right here is okay, it's a little twitchy, a little grabby, but then we got our left-hander and right-hander, and this is where the track's gotten the roughest. Some of the really tough guys I've seen, like Dakota, going really tight here and staying on the smooth side. I'm out here in the middle stuff, just trying to plug through it. But they've even patched that. Some of these holes are really deep. You can see this one right here. I've actually started to use this one as a berm. It's really deep. So actually just getting that helps you turn really quick and just kind of blip it up this. This never actually really transpired into a double. The most anybody was able to ever do is kind of land on top of the second one. But it's so rough up here, and it's so rough even on top of it. You're just hoping and praying that your car can go straight through all of this and come out the other end the direction that you want it to go. And then, of course, the popular line through here, it's rough getting to that section because that's what everybody's trying to take. So you either got to stay like way tight, or I've been mainly coming out a little bit wide and trying to shoot quickly to this corner where the fabulous one is standing. The fabulous one. And we got another 180. And this double yesterday created the most havoc of any of them. Right where all this patchwork is here was a major kicker. Some people were doing front flips over here unintentionally, but it was happening. So I guess this is more of a good double triple thing. But these were definitely a wing high jump yesterday. Hopefully it'll be fixed for today for a little while. And just got a simple left. This wasn't too bad, just some small undulations in the track. I kept clipping this pipe in Truggy though, right here. It's a little aggressive on the steering in this back corner. and this double, and you try not to go up here. Some guys are jumping out wide like we suspected they might, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. It would be funny.
But I try to stay really tight on this and land middle in, because it's important as you get to this landing to stay tight. Because you can see out here in the middle, if you get out here and you're still finishing your turn and you hit these, it's really easy to get your car kicked out to the right, and then you can be off the track or just way out of shape. Yeah, this guy's pretty deep. Your car hitting that and you're trying to go full speed, that's going to throw you somewhere. So it's really imperative to stay tight here. Coach. So tight lines. Staying close to the pipe right now seems to be the way to go for the most part. And smoothly onto the inside of the front straightaway. So that's a lap around the now rougher Silver State Nitro Challenge race. I'll go show you really quick a little view of the pits, and also let's do from the driver's stand. Let's go look at it. Some people wanted to see the view from the driver's stand. Bunny. We'll jog up there for you. We got pits on this side, pits on that side. We walk up here. Morning. You can see we got the practice track over here. It's similar, but it's been mostly a little bit loamier. You know, not quite as rough, but so people that sign up pay an extra $40 and go practice over here whenever you want when racing is going on the racetrack. This year they got a nice little announcer's booth for Jimmy, so he doesn't have to breathe all the air that we're breathing. You got air purifier in there for him. And then here's our driver stand. They built it up amongst the chairs that we were sitting on last year. So here's our track from up top. I'll go to where I stand, which is somewhere down here. All right. So my view is right here. So we're coming down the straight. Now all the practice, I actually stood on the full left side. And on the first qualifier, for whatever reason, I decided I want to stand full right. So my hardest thing was to be able to stop in time for this, because you really got to get your eyes to move quickly. Luckily, it's being a short shoot, it's pretty slow, so I've been able to do all right with that. So here, what I'm just trying to do is, again, kind of stay middle and kind of blip to keep the car straight, and jump and try to land out here. And then as I come around this, I try to stay tight so I can go over the bigger mound there, but then stay and not hit this bump right here that launches you 4 feet. And stay out here, tight here, do that triple. And then I'm very careful on this corner. I'm blipping it up here, just to make sure if my car accidentally hits that bump that I'm not getting totally out of shape. And we do this drop off, and then I jump off it kind of hard and come out and hit right in the middle to the smooth side is normally where I've been hitting it. I know guys I've been watching, like Mayfield takes the inside really smoothly, doubles, and has a smooth line to here. So we'll see where today ends up on that. And this, it's again kind of blipping it just to keep the car, make sure it's straight with all the little bumps. I try to stay middle tight, and then tight there, and then I just kind of make this a straight line. I'm blipping it to keep it going through the rough, keeping it going forward. And then up here, it's major blipping action up here. Just trying to make sure the car comes out the other end. And then if I have the tight line, I'll try to stay inside of this. If I'm a little bit wider, when I come out of it, I just come out the wide side. And then on this, I've been trying to stay tight. That's where the smooth line has been. Or if you could come out about 3/4, there was a smooth line. Otherwise, it was just hoping that you can make it without the car donkey kicking. And then staying middle tight here, but then making sure I hit this right in the middle or inside to stay and land on the inside of this one, and then stay tight inside over here as those bumps are right there in the middle. And if I'm ever in those rougher sections, I make sure I'm blipping the throttle. If I know where the rough's at, I'm trying to blip the throttle to keep the car, making sure the momentum's going forward and I'm not hitting it and getting way out of shape. So then I just stay tight, come around. So there's a lap at the Silver State Nitro Challenge track. Thanks you guys for watching. Tune into liverc.com for some Nitro Buggy action today. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.